All right, guys, so my number 3 favorite little tool that I'm using in Lightroom is their panorama slider. So before, if I want to create a panoramic photo, I had to basically go out and either use a third party or go into Photoshop and take all those images in. I couldn't do it in Lightroom. So now in Lightroom CC, Lightroom 6, you can do it right here. And I absolutely love it. So I'm just gonna scroll down here. I'm gonna grab, here we go. Let's just grab these images. So I'm gonna select one. I'm gonna hold down Shift, and I'm gonna select the last one. I'm gonna come right up here where it says Photo, go down to Photo Merge, or you can call it Merge if you're kind of speaking a foreign language. Click on Panorama, and when this opens up, guys, honestly, you can come in here and you can choose spherical, cylindrical, perspective. You can choose one of these if you feel like it's going to help your image a little bit different. You can view it and see what it looks like. But under auto select projection, it's worked every time just fine for me. Now, auto crop is one of these features that, hey, maybe it's cropping a little bit more of an image and you want to do a different type of crop to it. So I have turned that off on occasion just to kind of see what it's doing and what it's cropping out. But for the most part in this image, I think it works. So I'm going to go ahead and select it. I'm gonna hit merge. Now what's nice about this, guys, is that you can actually let it run in the background. So if you come up here and you see they got this activity slider, it's showing me that it's creating the panorama. And while it's doing that, I can actually go and start editing more of my session if I want. And it will just do its thing over here. Now, what you might find though, is when it finishes creating that panorama, you might find that it actually, instead of placing it right by those other images, it actually placed it towards the end of your timeline or your film strip of all your photos. So you might see it finish and go, I wonder where it is, and you don't see it around those images. Just go all the way to the end of your film strip and you'll see it there. Now the reason it's not showing up is because right here where it says sort, you have it by added order, and so it's adding that panorama at the end because it just created it and it's adding it to your catalog. So just keep that in mind. I've done that on occasion where I'm editing a wedding. I'll quickly create a panorama and it will put it at the end of the wedding. And so all I got to do is just change that sort to capture time, and it will immediately add it there where it was or where it should be. So it's almost finished here. It's creating that panorama. Again, it depends on different factors of your graphics card and how many images you're using and all kinds of stuff like that based off how long it's going to take. But for the most part, it does it pretty fast. And what I found, guys, is that it does a pretty dang outstanding job. I've been quite impressed. I have not been unimpressed by it. I haven't had to redo a panorama. Every single thing I've thrown at it so far, it's done an amazing job. So again, this isn't a commercial for Adobe, but by all means, I've been really happy with it. And so definitely give it a shot. What I'm finding myself doing now at weddings, because again, that's what I shoot, is when I see a situation where I'm like, ooh, that would look nice if I can create a wider image there, I'll just quickly fire off some images. Now, keep in mind when you're firing off some images, make sure they overlap. Okay, that way it gives Lightroom something to work with there. And then also, as you're going across, remember that it will crop it. And so what I do is I'll go across and then I'll go up and I'll go across one more time just to get more of that sky. And again, be sloppy, overlap, that doesn't matter at all. Lightroom will figure it out. In fact, I'm not going to make you guys wait here. Maybe we can, with the magic of video, we can do a quick show. But here's an image. I was actually in Siena, in Italy, and I happened to be in the plaza, and I looked out and I was like, wow, this is really cool. Now, when I was traveling, like I normally do, I didn't carry a bunch of gear with me. I think I had my 50mm lens with me, and I thought, wow, this would be really cool. I'd love to show my kids this huge plaza. And so I just really quick and sloppy, I just shot photos. You can see, it is sloppy. I just shot a bunch of photos of the plaza, and I thought, well, I'll just stitch it together later. Well, I actually just put Lightroom to the test, and I put it in here just to see what it would do. This was shot a couple years ago, but it did a pretty amazing job. I was actually, again, quite surprised. Even at the different angles and perspectives that I was shooting at, it was able to merge it all together. And it was, again, about maybe 15, 20 photos here. So what we'll do is we'll do with the magic of video, and we'll actually show you the end result here. And then we got one more with more kind of the highlights. Okay, so I'm going to select those 3 images. Again, I'm going to come right up here to photo, go to photo merge, HDR. Okay, So right here, I'm given a couple choices. I have auto align, which definitely want to make sure I have that selected. I have auto tone, which is going to go ahead and after it creates an HDR image, it's going to kind of try to find the right tone for me. So it's going to move those sliders around a little bit. I actually leave that selected as well.